Alright, here we are, round 1. I lost the die roll, which is fine. I actually prefer to draw rather than play in this format. Sometimes for reasons like this. This is a hand I wouldn't usually keep on the play, just because there's not a whole lot of action, but I will not mulligan it on the draw, because I get that one more card. Usually I'm more concerned about cards and formats where I feel like I've got a bit of an edge skill-wise, and in the new player drafts, you are occasionally playing against new players. It is a myth, though, to think that you're just shooting fish in a barrel. Usually it's guys that just enjoy playing the 4-player drafts. The reason that I like to play them is that they're shorter. It's only 2 rounds instead of 3. But still, you occasionally do play some newer players, and skill isn't quite as important as not just getting bad variance. So that's one of the reasons I like to go second. 53 or 54% of the time, the guy that plays second actually wins these, so there is a statistical reason, as well as my theory. There's an advocate of the beast. So let's hope he doesn't follow that up with an actual beast, especially since I'm continuing to draw land here. So I don't have a whole lot to do. He's going to push me around for a little bit here. Eventually that will get up to this liturgy. Alright, let's see, what does he have? Right now he's just coming in for 2, and that's fine. He didn't hit his second force, so he doesn't have the rumbling Baleth. But what does he have? Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, it's not a beast, but it is something that's going to hit me for 6 coming back around. That's not good. Alright, well I still don't have anything to do. I didn't really draw my way out here. So I'm just going to have to let him hit me for 6, 7, 8. Get me all the way down to 10. After that, I'll be able to liturgy. After that, hopefully Sangir within a quarter shield coming through. I should be able to weather the storm, especially since I've got my bubbling cauldron here, which can help out with the life gain. Let's see if he decides to pump, or if he wants to have another play. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be pumping. Only for 1, though, so he's got a 4-drop. Would have rather he just pumped all of it into damage. Okay, there's the giant spider. Hey, active treason. Okay. So I am just a little bit away from active treasoning something and being able to sack it with the cauldron. But for now, I don't have that kind of mana. So because of that lack of mana, I'm just going to liturgy on the water serpent. It's the one that can do me the most damage, and it doesn't do me a whole lot of good to active treason it because I can't pump it. So I'll just use my regular removal spell and pass the turn. Letting that mana empty out of my pool. That's his turn. Now what I could have done there is just use active treason and then sack with the cauldron. Alright, so he hits me for 4, and then he sends the turn over my way. Okay. Well, at this point, I can just play Sangir. So I will put him out there, and hopefully he doesn't have any kind of bounce to deal with it, because my life total is getting a little low. I do have 1 mana up so that I can sack him if need be. Alright, so my opponent's got 5 cards in hand. Plenty of blue mana. Claustrophobia. Yeah, I might end up just having to sack that. Can't think of anything that I have that could get the claustrophobia off of him. So we'll probably just end up being cauldron fodder. Yeah, I think that I'll sack that now. So I'll get up to 12 before he gets me back down to 8. So the next question is, what do I active treason? Probably get the Advocate of the Beast because its ability is more relevant than a reach. Alright, he's deciding if he's gonna okay that gain 4 life. Alright, he lets it through. And I swing right back around. One of the other reasons that Bubbling Cauldron is nice is, oh good, Festering Newt. In those situations in which the creature's just dead on board anyway, it gives you a nice 4 life. So I'll get myself a Festering Newt. Let's see, I can play the shield and put the shield on it. And also steal something else. I think the first thing that I need to do is take a look at my life total here. If he starts getting me for 2, that's going to get me down pretty quickly. Yeah, I think I'll shield for now. Because if I can deal... Yeah. If I can deal with it for a couple of turns, taking 2, it'll make it a little bit better for me. I'm going to put the shield on him. I can get a couple of my own shots in. My hope is that he plays something that's really big that I can Active Treason, because I don't want to waste this act, to take out an Advocate of the Beast if he's going to play something enormous. He does have quite a bit of mana, although it does look like he's stuck on green. So he's got a Time Ebb for the Festering Newt. Would I prefer to sack it now or draw it back? I'm probably better off sacking it now. Alright, so we'll give the Advocate of the Beast -1/-1. It'll help to keep a little bit of life off of me. So I'll Drain Life him for 4, and then I won't be drawing the Newt again next turn. Now the Newt is a fine draw, but it's not helping me out in this current situation, which is why I sacked it rather than draw it. It gained me 5 life overall by keeping 1 of the power off the Advocate of the Beast, and getting 4 life off of the shield. If I were to Active Treason something now, it would be helpful because it would get me the initial 4 life, but yeah, I'm starting to draw pretty hard here. So, yeah, I think I am going to Active Treason now. This could prove to be a mistake. We'll find out. Alright, so we'll get him for 2. Much more interested in my own life total at the moment than his. But this will keep a recursive 2 from hitting me every turn. Alright. So we'll sack his Advocate. Get up to 13. And buy some time. Because that swamp in my hand is not doing me any favors. Although if I draw Corrupt it would help a little bit. But other than that, there's no good reason to play it. Alright, Funny Man's turn. He hits his other forest, which could be trouble for me. Might have some rumbling ballots in his hand that I wish that I would have saved the Act of Treason for. So as long as he doesn't start tapping green, I should be okay. Ah, he's got the Mancer. Alright, so what is he going to target? Time Ebb? Claustrophobia? Time Ebb, yeah. And I draw a mountain, which is exactly what I did not want to draw. Okay, I'm sending it back his way. If I do play a creature, hopefully it's one that doesn't mind being sacked. He's going to get me for 3 for a while, so I'm on about a 4-turn clock. Messenger Drake, that's not good. Alright, well hopefully I can top deck another Active Treason, which I do not, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's almost got me dead to rights here. So I'll play that mountain and send it back over his way. I can just F6 through this since I don't really have anything to do. If I can get an Active Treason, I'm going to take that Messenger Drake and sack it. Gain 4 life and still be okay. But I'm going to need 2 cards in a row here. Okay, so the Necromancer Puts into the battlefield tapped, so I'm probably still in trouble. I know that he is just going to try to send that back up to the top of my deck, but I'm going to put this on anyway, because I'm not doing anything else with my mana. So let's see, if I sack that for 4, gets me back up to 6. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's game. If he just plays that before combat. Unfortunately, I don't have 2 sacrifice outlets. Otherwise, I could sack both this and the zombie that it makes. Okay, he Frost Breaths in response. And that's fine. Doesn't really change anything. Alright, send it over his way. Now, most people scoop in this situation, but I've still got plenty of time on my clock. Yeah. Okay, so we're playing a pretty solid blue-green deck. So the question is there anything that really wants to come in, or anything that's terrible that wants to come out? Duress will stay in. He's got plenty of things that can be duressed. You know, I don't really see anything in here that's dying to come in or out, so I'm just going to submit this.